Через секунду будет видно.
Видно. Сейчас подсветку скажи, что подсветка сейчас будет свет.
Good afternoon, dear students. The light will be just soon. Thank you very much for waiting. Concerning your previous questions about the post restoration using posts, a link was added to the section midterm examination, and you can watch it there. In 1 second, I will start to answer your questions. You are talking, I'm sorry, if you don't know me, then I'm a professor, associate professor of therapeutic dentistry department, Novozhilova Nina Evgenievna, and you should actually remember me because I've read a course of lectures on periodontology for you several year ago. Okay. I'm fine, thank you. Hope you're fine too. Not too nervous about exam because I'm sure everything will be okay. So, please, can you type in the chat if you can hear and see me well? I see. Questions 64 and 63. Just 1 second.
Сейчас все будет.
One slot. I'm sorry.
Куда? Close.
Нет, мне нужно переключить на другую вкладку.
В чате вижу. Сейчас я сделаю тебе питание.
So, as I can see, question 64 is periodontal diseases classification, etiology and pathogenesis, while 63 is inflammatory periodontal diseases, clinical features, diagnosis, differential diagnosis. So they are not the same because the first is more about etiology, pathogenesis, and classification, while the question 63 is about clinical features, diagnosis, and differential diagnosis. In your exam papers, in your particular exam papers, this question 63 will actually may look shorter For example, the question may not concern only or all inflammatory periodontal diseases. Instead, there might be just to describe inflammatory periodontal diseases, gingivitis, or only periodontitis. So this 63rd question may be actually shorter. Which chapters? So, if you mean topics,
Что тебе надо?
мне нужен компьютер.
Что там надо?
If you need topics, I will tell you the names of the topics in just
Какой?
1 second.
Стой, вот сейчас. Что у меня это? Сейчас я тебе дам, сядь. Я хочу дать, сядь.
So, topic 4 is for classification, etiology and pathogenesis, while topics 5 and 6 are for 63rd question, depending on which disease particularly you need to describe. So it's topic 4 for 62nd question and topics 5 and 6 for the question 63. Unfortunately, I have problems with my webcam on my notebook. That's why I have a separate cam for my video and separate computer for translation. That's why I have to disappear sometimes. Did I answer your question concerning the topics?
Как сюда зайти? С твоим аккаунтом. Ты можешь залогиниться здесь?
What about questions number 33 and 53? Both look the same. 33 and 40. Oh, sorry, 53.
Можно сюда залогиниться?
So the question 33 mainly concerns the methods and procedures. The question 53 is mainly about the materials. So in a question 33, you need to answer in detail the method, how you will insert this material into the root canal. If you need to answer the question 53, then you need to talk about the composition of the materials for temporary obturation in detail. That's the difference, although they are really very similar. Did I answer your question?
Вопрос прими. Открылось?
So did I answer the question concerning numbers 33 and 40? 53, sorry. The last part, may you repeat it again for question 53. So in question 53 mainly concerns the materials. So you need to tell about the materials for obturation in detail. Okay. So is it clear concerning the question 53? So it's mainly about the materials, their composition, their properties, not about the methods. Yeah, okay, so the next is I couldn't find lecture for question 69. May you please show the topic. 69 is instrumental treatment methods for periodontal diseases, physiotherapy, iontophoresis, diode laser, medical ozone. There is a lecture so this is about periodontology. No, I guess that lecture might be in the course of physiotherapy. I will write it down for myself and we will fix that. Question 69 to write down. I will check. I guess right UI. I guess that there is no lecture there. The lectures, I guess they were like real-time lectures, not on the portal. Thank you. That's great that you found that. We will fix that, and I will ask to upload this lecture to the midterm examination section. Yes, the treatment is mentioned for all questions about endodontic about endodontology. I guess you mean clinical questions like pulpitis, clinics, diagnosis, and the treatment. If the question is a clinical one, for example, pulpitis, periodontitis, or something like that, the treatment does not mean that you need to describe in detail all the types of endodontic treatment. The idea is that you need to understand which types of treatment are suitable for that particular disease. In all lectures in endodontic, very rare I can see treatment for different types of endo. There are 2 lectures concerning vital and non-vital methods, and in that lecture, first of all, there is some information concerning which particular method is suitable for which disease. Besides, yes, in the lectures devoted to particular diseases, they can be rarely seen. If you need additional information on that topic, type me. I will also upload some additional material. The idea is that you need to understand, for example, where you can use biological method, yes, so pulp saving methods, where you can't. Now, step back and crown down is the method of root canal preparation. Concerning the methods of endodontic treatment as a whole, it can be some biological methods, pulp saving methods, that is direct and indirect pulp capping, and besides there might be pulp extirpation, vital and non-vital, and pulp amputation, also vital. and also some impregnation techniques using resorcinol formaldehyde techniques. So concerning the method, it is vital or non-vital and pulse saving, or this should be complete pulp extirpation. So step back and crown down is only about mechanical preparation of the root canal, not about endodontic treatment as a whole. Show it to me, please. What exactly? The lecture? I can tell you the topic. Unfortunately, I can't show it on my screen.
Давай я расширю.
So topic 6 is for vital and non-vital pulp extirpation. And mainly that's all because the rest of the topics prior to topic 6 in odontology, they are presented in the lectures by Professor Turkina, not in these topics.
42-39. Пересядь сюда быстро. Сядь. Я сейчас сделаю стул. Будешь стоять? Да, слушай.
I see. So you think that you lack this information. I will ask to add additional information on this topic. So we need a physical therapy for periodontitis, for chronic periodontitis, and more information concerning the treatments for any specific endo disease. Okay, the information will be added.
Так, удобно?
Any other questions? Not many treatments for any specific endo disease because there are not actually many of them. There are quite few. Okay. Does anyone have more questions? Not many treatments for any specific endo disease because there are not actually many of them. There are quite few. Okay. Does anyone have more questions? question number 50. So question number 50, radiological examination in diagnosis of apical periodontitis. To answer this question, please check additional materials for the course acquisition, which is radiograph analysis. It is in the endodontics section also. So this is the general scheme of how you describe the radiographic examination. And you should also know which types of apical periodontitis are characterized by the presence of some periapical lesions on the X-ray. For example, acute, chronic, and that's it. So concerning the presence of some radiographic changes in different types of periapical diseases, you can find it in the description, in the diagnosis of these periapical diseases. And to fill your answer with more detail, you need to describe the scheme of radiographic analysis, and also you need to mention which types of radiographic methods can be used in endodontology, in endodontic diagnosis. And this information should be in the topic devoted to the examination of pulpal and periapical diseases, either in the topics by Professor Turkina in the lectures, or in topic 11, diagnosis of apical periodontitis. It's also there. Concerning the treatment of different endodontic diseases, Hussein, yes, right, you are pulp amputation, direct and indirect pulp capping, pulp extirpation. Yes, that's what I meant. What exactly you want to know? What do you mean? You mean about question 50? What exactly you want to know? Well, while you're typing, I can tell about question 50. We need to know which methods are used in the diagnosis of, I mean, X-ray methods, radiographic methods are used for the diagnosis of periapical pathology, which is the scheme of radiograph interpretation, which is in additional materials, as I have already mentioned at the very beginning of endodontology course. And we also need to know in which pulpal and periapical diseases you can see some changes on radiography, on which you don't. Arash, you mean we use all these techniques for every specific endo disease? Not, of course. For question number 50, you mean we use all these techniques for every specific endo disease? No, in generally. Which radiographic technique? There are many radiographic techniques, yeah? So which of them we can use for the diagnosis of periapical pathology, and which we can't? Which are more accurate, which are less accurate? Yeah, I'm sure it's really hard to communicate via typing, and it's really hard to communicate when the camera is not working. You are really welcome. Yeah, unfortunately the YouTube translation is not our desire. It's the desire of our superiors. So any other questions? I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, it's hard to type. '51. Non-surgical and surgical methods of periodontitis management. So, concerning surgical methods, you can find it in topic 16. It's about coronary radicular separation, hemisection, root amputation, apical root resection, and tooth replantation. Concerning non-surgical, it's all the same. It's in the topics 14 and 15 also. So it's topic 14, 15, and 16. You're welcome. Some other questions? Do we have another consultation? As I know, you also have a consultation planned for tomorrow. It must be held by Professor Maria Makeyeva tomorrow. If you plan to ask some more questions for tomorrow's consultation, I suggest you to write them in advance and then just to copy paste into the chat. It might be easier. So we started later, so I'm ready to answer your questions if you have more. $13. Nice number. 13. Attrition of teeth. Classification, etiology, clinical features, diagnosis, differential diagnosis, treatment, prevention. So it's in the course of cariology and non-carious lesions. Concerning the classification of attrition, just 1 second, I will open it on my laptop. It's in topic 12. It's in topic 12, which unites erosion, attrition, abrasion, abfraction. Concerning the classification or code for attrition in ICD-10, please check the topic of classification. Topic number 9. In oral mucosa diseases, are the questioner going to ask deep questions or just superficial ones, and what type of questions? For example, about leukoplakia. In oral mucosa diseases, the most important that you should know is, at least in general, the etiology of this disease, the main diagnostic signs, and the treatment which you can provide. I would say that examiners tend, in this particular part, to ask more superficial ones, but it's always better to know slightly more. What type of questions, for example, about leukoplakia? For example, what types of leukoplakia exist? What are the main causal factors of leukoplakia? It was your mistake for question 13, but I have answered. Okay. Question 62. 62. Periodontal diseases classification, etiology and pathogenesis of inflammatory periodontal diseases. So this topic is definitely in periodontology section. Concerning the etiology and pathogenesis, there must be my lecture on YouTube also for this year's students, but it must be open, so you must be able to look the YouTube lecture. Besides, there are topics on periodontology. So the classification is topic 4, and it is together with etiology and pathogenesis. So it's topic 4 for question 62. You're welcome. Okay. Are there some more questions? You're welcome. Thank you for coming and for kindly waiting while I fix my technical problems. Am I right that you have no more questions and we are finishing this YouTube translation? seems that there are no more questions. Let's finish, and I wish you good luck for the exam. I'm sure you will all pass it, having good grades. Have a good day too. Thank you for coming. Bye bye.